I want to do a lot of stuff, and at the same time, I don't even know how to accomplish a fraction of it. In this day and age, it seems like there are so many different outlets to express yourself on. There are social media platforms and websites and online forums and in-person classes and online classes, and some days it just all feels really overwhelming. It almost feels like one day I'll have this great idea and I start putting in work on this idea, and then halfway through I'll watch a Netflix show or read some article on Reddit or stumble on a YouTube video, and then I'm like, ooh, what if I started working on insert random creative idea here? Let me get started on that. But I catch myself getting distracted. So I go into the bathroom and I say to myself, stay focused on your task. And I rip the mask off distraction like it's a Scooby-Doo villain.
I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for your self-awareness and focus.
Aha! I fooled you. It wasn't actually self-awareness, but merely the crippling fear that if I don't accomplish this one thing that I told myself 2 years ago I would accomplish, that I may never actually accomplish any of my goals. So I sit down and get back to work on the project. But before too long, the cycle happens again. I get it. It makes sense that this loud society that we live in is going to constantly be pulling our attention into different directions. But how do we adapt to it? I don't think it's going to stop, but I do think it's going to get better as people begin to realize that there's problems. But as more people create more things that are potential outlets and inspirations for our ideas, we'll want to create more things to go into said outlets. How do I try to adapt? I spent some time trying to figure out how my brain works. I think that is the most important step. You've got to work with what you have, not against it. I know that I'm going to naturally produce a lot of ideas, and that if I'm ever going to be productive during the day, I've got to get them out. So when I think of an idea, I don't start working on it right then and there. I take it and write it down. In my notebook, on my phone, or my computer. At the end of the week, I take all of my ideas and turn them into actionable items that I put into categories that work best for me. The next week, I dedicate time to completing those ideas. And for new ideas, I use the tactics I just outlined. I've realized this cycle complements the way I think, so it feels sustainable and not just another task in and of itself to keep up with. How about you? How do you stay on task during times like this? And do you also struggle with the idea of wanting to create something while simultaneously getting distracted by wanting to create other things? Let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. I would also love for you to subscribe and then hit that little bell so that way you'll be notified whenever I post a video in the future. I hope that you had an awesome day, and if you didn't, then hopefully tomorrow will be another chance to make the day awesome. Until next time.